You think that pulling away, walking away, leaves her unaffected. You don't text her, you don't call her, it doesn't bother you. You are working so hard on your life, you don't pay attention to her, you have moved on with your energy, and it is a genuine pullback. You think she is unaffected, right, Isaac? Wrong. That is what messes up with her mind. Stay tuned. Let's understand the signs of a woman messing you after you pulling away, Isaac, or after her pulling away from you. Gentlemen, let's dive deeper. Hey Isaac, it's not the silence that makes her miss you. It's what happens next. Again, it is not the silence that makes Hannah miss you. It is what happens next. At first, Hannah told herself that she wouldn't text you because not texting you gives her a perception that she is controlling you. When I don't text you, Isaac, I have a feeling that you will feel triggered because that is how I felt about you pulling back. Later on, I realized that I'm not in control. When I don't text you, I am not actually in control because you're not even texting me, you're not even trying to meet with me. So the perception of I am in control, it's messing with my mind. Now I am losing the control. I miss you because I miss what I thought I was in control of. I miss you because I miss what I thought I was in control of. At this very moment when the negative energy is spinning in her mind and she's trying to make everything make sense, she can't just get it. She can't just control herself. She can't just be patient. Now, with that negative energy consistently forming in a psychological world, trying to make everything make sense, she will need to solve that. She will need to break that. She will need to have a lock. And the lock is to casually reach out. It will seem okay. It will be understandable. It will be fine. And to you, there is no judgment to that. This is how it will look like. Hey, I just found something that reminded me of you. This is normal. This is casual. It's okay. But do you know what? I'm trying, again, Isaac, I'm trying to initiate a conversation in a way that it doesn't look like I am initiating one. That it doesn't look like I am desperately looking for your response. I act as if you are the one who wanted to communicate to me in an indirect way. This is a confirmation that I am missing you. When you break that energy, you will be the one who will consistently go after her. It's just like coming up with a suggestion that will influence you, react, respond, so that that can fulfill a specific perception of your lack of existence. And I will give myself a perception that, again, I am in control. Because I have, Isaac, I must have a classic way of reigniting a conversation without looking or seeming desperate. It's a tricky way. It's so classic. I am trying to reignite the conversation so that I can feel like I am in control and you can't perceive me as desperate. It's just bland. It's just okay. It's normal. It isn't normal. Let me now translate to you, Isaac. I wonder if you have forgotten about me and you have moved on. Here it is. Hey, I just saw something that reminded me of you. Here is the translation. Hey, I wonder if you have really forgotten about me and you have moved on. Response means, I haven't really moved on. I am also still thinking about you. No response means, I don't have time. My life is busy. You have to still work hard for me. This is after she was the first one who reached out and you don't quickly respond to her reaching out. It's a confirmation that, hey, I have a busy life here. I am so engaged with my personal life. I don't have time for this shit. Pull yourself together, prove your value to me, convince me enough that you have changed. Work so hard for this. It's how you communicate. But quickly responding, oh, I knew it. He hasn't really moved on. I've got him, I've got him. All a woman needs is perception. Once she has a perception, you can't convince her otherwise. She will persevere on that perception. She will persevere on that illusion, and she will even walk away through perseverance because you gave her that illusion, you gave her that perception, and it's all a false illusion, it's all a false perception. She might even decide to react to one of your old posts. Do you know what she's doing? She is testing you emotionally. When you overreact, you respond, you call her, you text her. That is what she wanted. I got him, I got him. I found a way to access his emotions. I am in control of Isaac. I can mess up with his emotions whenever I want. I knew it. He never really moved on. He was just pretending. You know, you guys, most of you get pissed. You know, this lady came back to me. She was really begging. I told her no. The moment you told her no, she knew it. Why is it that when you tell her no, you don't want her? She keeps insisting. And when she keeps insisting, you keep telling her no. Why is that? It's all about accessing your emotions, accessing your perception, accessing what I think it is weakness, accessing your subconscious reality, accessing what you think you don't want. As long as I know your interest, your desire, your weakness, I know how to access your emotion and how I can influence you react. She liked your past photos, okay? Well, why do you think that it is insignificant? She misses you, that is okay. You shouldn't react to solve her missing you. When you ignore it, again Isaac, when you ignore it or you keep it gold, blunt, you don't react, this is when the panic grows. She is planting a seed of, I admire you, so that you can react to solve her missing you. When you don't react, you are the one who is planting the seed of panic. You are magnifying, you are trying to magnify that perception. She is in doubt. Now you are trying to reinforce that doubt where she will go into a panic mode. That panic will grow. This is when she will realize that she is actually losing you. She is actually not in control. She actually made some mistakes. She actually needs to work on herself. She actually needs to deal with reality. She actually needs to change. She actually is low value, and you are consistently moving on. Don't react. Ignore it. Assume it. She is acting on her emotions and on her feelings. You are not the same. You are different. You don't solve her emotions. You don't solve her reactions. Who is the bigger person here? Who is high value here? Who is in control of their life here? You are. As long as you can react, as long as you can respond instantly, I have a perception that I am in control of you. But now, this perception is not a conscious thing. It is a subconscious thing, because your reactions fulfills me in a certain way. It makes me happy, but that is you reinforcing that behavior and reinforcing that character. Act like a grown-up man, be like one, be strong. Most of you instantly get triggered. You try to do things in the right way, and then you realize that she is acting and reacting weirdly, and now that she is acting and reacting weirdly, you quickly also react. You quickly also respond. Why do you do that? Why do you give out your power? Why do you try to do things in a way that is toxic and controlling? Try to do things in a more relaxed way. Be the bigger person. Sometimes you might do something. It might just be a mistake. And without even you explaining to her, she has done the same thing twice, 3 times. And then you realize, then you react. Why do you react? Be the bigger person. You don't need to explain. You just need to be in control of your own reality. This is how people are when they are in their feelings, when they don't really know what is happening, and then they try to judge, analyze, come up with something that defines. I think he reacted this way, now he means this. Let me also react this. But the fact is, I'm trying to control your perception of reality. When I influence you, invest in me, later on I will disregard you. As long as I feel like I'm losing you, I will have to act in ways that will give me a perception that I am in control of this reality. I am in control of your life. as long as I can give you a perception that I am in control of this life and this perception and how you see reality, I am messing up with how you perceive reality. Once I mess up with that, everything you will see and perceive, it will be an illusion. It doesn't matter how hard you try to work for this lady. As long as she comes up with things, she doesn't ask. Like most women, it's not even women, most people, they try to make everything make sense. You have been updating her about everything. Now that you never told her about this, but maybe you will explain it later, she overreacts on a perceived image of what she thinks it's what it is. Upon overreacting, she thinks it has to mess up with the emotions, but you did it with a genuine and a caring part. But for her, she is doing it with emotion because she wants to control you. Every time you act, you later on find out that things are not working. Why? Most of the time, if you don't wake up, you are going to be a slave. Once you are a slave to these women, she is going to control you because she wants to be in your head. At the end of the day, once a woman has a perception that she is in control of you, because it's all an illusion. I just need to think that I am in control of you, because when I tell you this, but I mean this, you will act this way. You try to understand. Why will someone act this way, but they mean this? Why will someone tell me this when they mean this? Because it's all to control you. Once you feel like you are being controlled by this lady, she has been acting weird, liking your post, texting you, then delete the text. Okay? Maybe it happened, you texted her, but maybe it happened, you made a mistake, then you texted her. And then you realize, this doesn't make sense. It's too much information, or maybe it is not her text. Then you decide to delete. Or maybe it just doesn't make sense. Or maybe you tell yourself, I don't want to overburden her, right? Let me just delete this text. You delete. You will find out that she will text you twice and then she will delete. Like it's as if you act in ways that shows, I care about this person and I don't want to overwhelm them. Do you know what she will do? She will always give you a perception that I am in control of your life.